the men's singles, well, he's in fine form and looking so confident this week. And Fernandishaya and Wijaya coming through in the mixed early on as well. We've got men's singles up next. First time meeting between Jonatan Christie, Kenta Nishimoto.
Men's single, Jonatan Christie, Indonesia.
Well, here is Jonatan Christie
versus Kenta Nishimoto, Japan.
Coming out to test his mettle. And this time his opponent,
umpire
Kenta Nishimoto,
service judge Wu Nianchin, Chinese Taipei,
from Japan.
Court 1.
Well, we're set for a thriller here. The 14th meeting between these two, and it's really close in the head-to-head.
Red and black. What do you choose?
7-6 for the Indonesian.
For you. What do you choose? Ends, serve or receive? Service.
And the choice of ends for Nishimoto. He'll stay where he is. I missed the chance to describe their last meeting, Japan Open, a few months back, the round of 16. And Nishimoto win the last time out, 21-18 in the third. Let's take a look at our players here. This is Jonatan Christie. September 97 was his birthday, 25 years of age now. He's around 5'10" in height, from Jakarta in Indonesia. And he spent a couple of weeks now as world number 3 in the world rankings. But he's not been far off that for quite some time. There's his round 1 performance against Taipei's Wang Tuwei yesterday in straight games. So he'll be reasonably fresh for this one, but so will Kenta Nishimoto, who's 28 years old. Born in Mai in Japan. Spent 4 weeks as the world number 9 inside the top 10 back in 2018. So he's a little off his best. But equally fresh with that straight games win yesterday against Srikanth Kidambi in 42 minutes. So my initial statistics were incorrect there, Steen, but 13 meetings already for these guys.
Ready to play.
And a really tough one to call.
Yeah, it is. Because Nishimoto won the last encounter in Japan in a long and hard-fought match. I give it a little advantage to Jonatan Christie, because you have to remember that he came off a big disappointment. He was up with 4 bronze medal points in the quarterfinal the week before Japan Open in the World Championships. Ended up losing to Cho Chen. So mood and confidence perhaps not the best at that time. And Nishimoto, he went on to win the tournament. Fantastic performance by him on home soil.
Kenta Nishimoto.
Yeah,
so
his first international
very
title.
equal match. But if I had to pick a winner, I would probably go with Christie.
Well, not necessarily asking you to do that. Put your, you know, put your life on the line or anything.
Jonatan Christie to serve. Love for play.
What a shot.
Service over. 1 love.
Nishimoto going long.
1-all.
Jonatan Christie off the mark. It feels like we've been talking about Jonatan Christie for so many years, and yet he's only 25 years old.
Yeah, he started when he was 17, I think 16 or 17 on the international circuit.
I think, and I could be wrong again here, Steen, but I think he might have won an international senior title at 15.
That's probably correct.
I'll have to check for myself, but that would make it, yes, 10 years of Christie playing senior international badminton. Again from Christie, this time going across with the drop shot. Using the full dimensions of the court really well, Christie. Well, the lift was a bit short. It invited the attack from Nishimoto. Just going out into the tram lines. Great shot.
Service over. 3-4. Thank you, line judge. Thank you. Kenta. Kenta.
I was expecting to see Steen more titles and medals in Jonatan Christie's bag. Looking at his career so far, he seems to be a name that's always around the top of men's singles, but hasn't really achieved anything big yet.
Well,
not fair to say.
No, I don't think so. I think he's pretty happy about his Asian Games gold medal on home soil.
Okay, good.
But Yeah, there has been some critical voices about the men's singles. They used to do very well in Indonesia, so they have high expectations. But I think, luckily for the sport, badminton has become more diverse.
Service over, 5-4.
I think his playing style, I thought about it a while ago, that if you had to rate him like, for instance, the FIFA players in terms of football, technical abilities, speed, how you play in front of the goal, and
Sure.
and strength and so on. I think Christie is probably one of the most all-round players there is. He can play a really, really good defense. He can play patient game, exploiting the corners of the court, and he can attack. And if you have those characteristics, then in a lot of tournaments there will be someone who is a little bit, one who's attacking really well in that tournament, or one who's defending really well in that tournament, and so on. So you can go far, but it's going to take a lot of experience to get the wins. And then I would also say that we've been in a period here where just after he won the Asian Games in 2018, then of course they were. Next big goal was Thomas Cup and the Olympics in 2020, and then the pandemic hits and disrupts everything.
Yes.
And even though we are somehow free of the restrictions that we had, and we're playing tournaments and so on, we're far from over the pandemic in terms of its impact on badminton. All the results, I know the world ranking now is unfrozen and so on. But the results you've had has meant something in terms of seedings, in terms of which players you're playing, and so on. So it will take a while yet before we're fully back. Perhaps towards the end of 2023, we're back to some sort of normality, if we can say that. And it's hurt the players that were up and coming. The layoff through the pandemic and all the restrictions attached to it. That's fantastic play by Nishimoto. What a well-constructed rally that was. It's like the other Japanese men's singles players. They've sort of had their second life after Momota sort of slumped a little bit following his most unfortunate accident 3 years ago, following his win here in this very arena in Malaysia Masters.
Yes, and they've now grown in confidence with the opportunity to perform for Japan and do well in tournaments. Not necessarily for Japan, but
I think a lot of emphasis was on the Olympics in Tokyo for the home players. Nishimoto didn't qualify before the start of the Olympic qualification period. I would have ranked him second in Japan after Momota, but Kenta proved differently in the qualification. It's a challenge.
yeah, we await the challenge. Yes, and we've also got Kodai Narioka now performing well in recent months and doing well this week, coming over against Li Zijia yesterday.
Yeah, I would say basically the World Tour Finals was his breakthrough.
Yeah, that one's long of the back line.
I wasn't that surprised that he
unsuccessful.
won yesterday against Li
One
Zijia.
challenge remaining.
Sijara said himself,
Service over.
he needs to figure out how to play in fast playing conditions, and if it was today, he would have had a big chance. And I think, I don't know what's happened between yesterday and today, but it's frustrating for the players that there's such a big difference.
And what would you say was the reason that Victor Axelsen was pushed so hard in Bangkok?
He slipped there.
Yeah, slip from Christie and
Service over. 9-8.
nice sliced smash from Nishimoto. Yes, Victor Axelsen, he was pushed really hard by Kodai Narioka in those World Tour finals.
A lot of factors, I think, played each other in the group stage, and Axelsen won convincingly. Might have underestimated Naroka a little bit. Naroka did some good things with his game, and in the end, Axelsen came through, and I think he might have underestimated Naroka a little bit, to be honest. And he's a player that we saw it yesterday as well. But he is not afraid to try something new and play in different playing styles, and that's what you need to be able to. Great play again by Nishimoto, controlling the rallies at the moment. I would advise Jonatan Christie to bat a little bit more for the initiative.
Yes, Nishimoto finding the floor on quite a few occasions, which will build his confidence. Better from Christie.
Service over. 9-10.
Shot from Christie. They match up so well against each other, these two players.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, Steen, Christie being the all-rounder that he is, I wonder when you throw in an extra element like playing conditions, that provides an advantage or something that other players are less able to adjust to. Not so today. Nishimoto looking pretty comfortable out here himself. Oh, brilliant from Nishimoto.
Playing with good pace, Japanese.
Yeah, he looks to be taking the initiative more often than Jonatan Christie, albeit just 1 point between them on the scoreboard at the mid-game interval.
11, 10, play.
Well, not a huge amount of difference in the score, but it feels like... well, until then, Nishimoto might be the slightly happier
11 all.
of the two.
Yeah, both yes and no. We saw here a misjudgment, or he wasn't really certain about his back line. I think he expected that he would have a bigger advantage here in the first game compared to how the playing conditions have been the first 2 days. So again, adjusting to the difference. I can see Christie is. Oi, that's a beauty. Christie playing his clears a little bit passive, but look at this here.
Yeah, it was
Oi,
loose.
that's a beauty.
It was loose from Christie. It made Nishimoto look good, I think. Just too high and too much time to choose his shot. Oh, body smash from Nishimoto.
13, 11.
Very difficult for Christie to defend. Well, a wild miss this time
14,
from Christie.
11.
Didn't quite get the timing right overhead. Well, Christie looks to the
15,
floor.
11.
Looked like he was going to play the net. I think the net cord from Nishimoto put him off. No, just a miss.
Yeah.
Play.
Yeah, looking full of confidence again, Nishimoto. 4 points now, the lead.
This Nishimoto here looks a lot like the one who won Japan Open. It's going to be interesting to see when he changes end after the first game here. This is still not a given thing, but he's been playing so well.
He's playing with plenty of energy, Stina.
Yeah.
Is that something at this pace he can sort of maintain if it goes to a third game?
I think it is, because that's what we saw in Japan Open.
Okay.
And it's not like the European swing. He wasn't playing that well, and neither Australia Open. But then that was in the middle of November, and then he's had a break. He didn't have to play the World Tour Finals. He's in he's in good playing shape. We know that because if my information is correct, then he beat Kenta Nishimoto in the group stage of the All Japan Championships. I'm not really sure about that, but I think he lost in the final to Momota in the All Japan Championships, but he's played some good matches, and I think that the tournament finished 10 days ago, so the playing form should be absolutely great.
Oh, it certainly does look in form. A terrific rally, winning the mid-court battle. Oh, left leg jump out.
And the thing is, we see both Nishimoto and in the World Tour Finals and yesterday Koranoroka play a bit more attacking and they're not natural attacking players. So once in a while, there's shots that they're not used to judging as quickly as they need to. There's situations where they normally would just play on and play patiently, but
protect themselves.
So that's the way to develop. You only develop through making some mistakes and then re-evaluating. Good defense.
Yeah, great block and a good pickup from Christie as well. Well, this is wonderful stuff between these two. So evenly matched.
It's cute. Fantastic rally by Nishimoto, and that's a rally that that's also
17,
getting in the back of Jonatan Christie's head. There's no doubt about it that normally he don't mind playing long rallies, but if Nishimoto can maintain this kind of energy, that's a good word, Bobby, and still finish it off in the end, have the power to change pace in the end of a long rally, then that's concerning for the Indonesian.
Reverse slice from Nishimoto, and he finds the line again. Well, he's in scary form. And a real challenge
18-13
for Jonatan Christie if Kenta Nishimoto is able to keep this up. Play as many times as I'd like to, but his world ranking surprises me really. On this kind of form, he looks like a top 5, top 10 player. But as you've talked about already, Steen, perhaps the effects of certain things like the COVID pandemic and everything else has on rankings.
So being able to work on your game. If you're a bit more of a patient player and wants to add some attacking skills, that's going to hurt your results for a considerable amount of time, where you simply create worse results because you're trying to implement something that you previously haven't been that good at. And the beauty of it is that you get to reap the fruits when it's implemented. Good shot from Jonatan Christie.
Yeah, that kind of thing must take a lot of patience to kind of suffer the consequences of your own changes for a period of time before seeing the benefits. Attacking the body of Christie. The flat lift
15.
from the Indonesian lacks the quality. Oh, it's just well read, really, from Nishimoto.
And we can see he's playing awfully short, Jonatan Christie. It's half-court kills that he's putting away at the moment, Nishimoto, but you have to commend him for the way he's putting it away. It's not easy, and he's been flawless so far.
Game points then for the man from Japan. Lovely natural, a slip from Nishimoto, but he recovers. the backhand from Christie out wide.
First game won by Kenta
A splendid
Nishimoto,
performance
21.
throughout this opening game from Kenta Nishimoto. The change of ends might help Christie, but those conditions less effective than they have been in the last couple of days, so looking good for Nishimoto out here. Game one then to Nishimoto. 21-15 in 24 minutes. And hopefully plenty more of this to come.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, coach Erwin Shah from Indonesia, as usual, with plenty of helpful advice for Jonatan Christie. And let's see here in game two if that helps him convert from this position. Well, the lift again flat, and as Steen said before, he's not using the rear of the court with those flat lifts. They're staying inside the big boxes. And Nishimoto winning that battle at the moment.
Service over.
That's the way to do it. It's part of it for Jonatan Christie. Nishimoto a little bit late on the front court. So if Christie can get some length on his shots and then challenge on the front court, there's an opportunity to get back into this match. It's also a good indication in terms of how each end of the court plays at the moment. That was short as well.
Yeah, it was, and Christie will be disappointed to miss that one.
2-all.
Nishimoto's first international final was in this arena, Steen, and the Malaysian Masters going back 4, nearly 5 years. Let's hope that's good omens for him. Gives him some early confidence that he likes playing inside here.
Service over. 3-4.
Nice cross net from Christie.
Good shot.
Service over. 4
converts really well with this straight slice winner.
I'll say from that angle, it looked a little bit to the wide side, but no challenge from Nishimoto. So.
They're finding a much better length today, as a general rule.
3.
First Nishimoto there, and then clear back from Christie. Serious return from Nishimoto.
Service over. 4.
Reception.
5.
And then to the front court. Well, it's one of the situations where
Service over.
he's hanging a little bit too long
4.
there. That lunge on his right leg.
It's too far back in the
Nishimoto.
court. Because you see some players really looking to pounce on a net shot. Nishimoto is almost looking for the lift most times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going wide.
Service over. 5. 6. Okay.
Well, it looked like another slip from Nishimoto, but again
6,
recovered really well
4.
to keep on top of that net. Yeah, the right foot just sliding in front. Just wide from Nishimoto.
Service over. 7. 6. Quick. Okay. Okay.
Oi! Try to pure it. Backhand there.
Service over.
I don't know if we get a replay of this
7,
scene, but Jonatan
8.
Christie looked to telegraph this drop shot. Maybe I'm doing him a disservice. Certainly Nishimoto was quick in the defence and put Christie back in an awkward position.
Dominating
8.
the flat game. He's doing a really good job, Kenta Nishimoto.
Good pick up from Nishimoto. Christie still on the attack. And Nishimoto takes it back.
9-8.
He is looking confident out here. That net shot just catching the net on the way back down. Oh, it didn't. It was just quality. Good technique to get the spin on the shuttle.
Thank you.
Great counter-attacking play by Jonatan Christie.
Service over. 9-4.
First the interception and then the follow-up on the front court.
Service over. 10-9.
Up from Christie. Oh, wonderful attack. Nishimoto across the body. Good change of angle. And no massive change in those conditions, as you said, Steen, and therefore, Christie is going to have to work out how to compete here.
Court 120 seconds. Court 120 seconds. Jonatan.
Christie is going to have to go to war here, drag himself through the trenches, and put up a hell of a fight to get back into this match. Nishimoto looking buoyed with confidence. Nishimoto deciding to stay a bit more patient, but Christie pounces on the loose shot.
Service over, 10
to let Kenta Nishimoto get too much away from him, from Jonatan Christie's perspective. But at the moment, Nishimoto definitely looks like the more adventurous of the two players. So Christie sort of struggling to stay in the match.
It's going wide. No.
That could.
Inch perfect. Poor decision from Nishimoto.
12.
It could be a rally like that. That's a game changer.
Yeah, the problem Christie may have with playing safe, if I can call it that, without taking the initiative, is that his shot quality has to be perfect.
It hasn't been so far.
No.
Nishimoto's shot quality has been better than Nishimoto's than Christie's in this game.
Yeah.
And his attack has been more dangerous. And as we say, it's from the middle of second game, and the rest of the match you have to be the better player.
Oh, a late decision from the line judge. I thought we might see a challenge here from Christie.
14.
This is
11.
some really, really good smashes. They're well placed, and there's quite a bit of power in it.
Did Christie have to lift or clear that out though from that position? He was under no pressure.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question. I'm not sure he had to, but on the other hand, he's made two errors the last two times he played into the net from a low position. There it was again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where you say, okay, I think sometimes you have to challenge, and it's now or never for the Indonesian. Otherwise, Nishimoto is running away with it and getting a much more comfortable victory than I would have anticipated.
Yeah. Let's see if Christie's tactics here prove to be right, but yeah, absolutely, Steen. I mean,
11.
Look at the steepness.
Change the
big
number.
smash, well placed as well.
And he can just run immediately. Super play by Nishimoto. I thought he should have played the third drop shot there.
Good length. And a slip again. But again, he recovers well, Nishimoto. Well, that's the sort of rally we don't see much on day 1 and 2 this week. Conditions changed out here today. It has to be the longest rally of the match. Yeah, good from Christie in the end.
Fantastic rally by both players, but mostly Jonatan Christie. He really needed it. He needed something to create some uncertainty on the other side of the court.
Can you show, Kenta?
Yeah, and he's sticking to his guns here. He's got his strategy, and he's sticking to it. Staying patient.
Thank you.
And will it prove to be the right strategy? Can the Indonesian come back into this?
And Nishimoto's asked for medical assistance.
I wonder if we're watching a rope-a-dope here, Steen. Nishimoto wearing the man down, getting to that third, hoping Nishimoto will run out of steam.
we saw it yesterday on 2 occasions where at 15 in the decider, one of the players called for a medical timeout, and here after this long rally, Nishimoto is calling for a medical timeout. And if it's just to get some cool spray, then I think we must see if we can get a cool spray sponsor to have some standing next to the court here, so that the players can apply it themselves, because this is taking way too long time. Little.
What is that really doing, this spray, Steve?
Little here and little there.
I don't get it.
I haven't timed the break here, but no doubt we can go in and re-watch it and see how long the break has been here. But there's been plenty of time to recover.
Yeah, 2 minutes maybe. 1.5, 2 minutes, I would guess. Variation on serve from Christie. And that interval helping Christie out more than Nishimoto.
No, I don't think so. I think the rally that Christie won helped him out.
Slipping Nishimoto in that deep lunge.
Shot. Oi, that's a beauty. Absolutely amazing play from Jonatan Christie. Disguised drop shots.
And potentially the first time those energy levels dropping for Nishimoto. That's gone long.
There's a challenge from Nishimoto. And you can see by, we don't have it in the picture right now, but he's walking a little bit tired around the court. And whilst the challenge is on, of course we need to have the moppers on. Make sure that we can go on immediately when the verdict is there, and it was clearly long.
One challenge remaining.
And the moppers should be off by now if they'd have got on the court. 4 straight points for Jonatan Christie.
Play.
Can't see it on the court, but Nishimoto has walked around the shuttle 2 times in a ring without picking it up. That is, in my opinion, time wasting.
Change.
And now changes the shuttle.
Yes.
It's been...
So Nishimoto is
30 seconds
really tired at the moment. He's probably feeling a lot of lactate acid building in the legs. And he's doing everything he can to get away with it, and I don't blame him.
Yep, to win this in 2, that's his tactic.
Yeah, and I don't blame him. He's doing everything he's allowed to do. Good play.
Great
Excellent.
net shot.
Yes, and that's what you do when you're a little bit tired. You take the 50-50 chance.
60.
Go sharp at the net. Oh, that's a bad mistake by Jonatan Christie.
60.
So 3 points in front. And at the moment, it looks like the strategy is well, the frustration. Look at that from Nishimoto.
17, 19.
And I have noticed he's been slipping a lot. Did he slip there?
Stay on top. Stay on top.
Yeah, the left leg, maybe.
Thank you.
And the court mop is on.
Play. Play.
And Nishimoto taking every chance he can to slow things down. Great
Good
shot.
play. Excellent play.
Service forward. 20.
A gamble that didn't pay off
17.
from Jonatan Christie. And Nishimoto going over the top. He's earned himself a match point here.
Game.
First time of asking, and the man from Japan's tactics have worked. He gave everything. He gave every ounce of energy he had. He ran out of steam. He was gassed. But he did it.
Match won by Kenta Nishimoto. 21-15, 21-17.
And with this smash winner, you can see what it means to Kenta Nishimoto. A dejected looking Jonatan Christie in those images then. And a fired up Nishimoto will go again tomorrow in the quarterfinals. Straight games win then in 52 minutes for Kenta Nishimoto from Japan. 21-15, 21-17 over Jonatan Christie. great scenes here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And two of our seeds on court one today have fallen. First of all in the mixed doubles from Hong Kong, and then Jonatan Christie from